Welcome to the Exotic Feline Rescue Center. We have 164 big cats, lions, tigers, cougars, leopards, bobcats, and servals. I'll be showing you around, and I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Oh, hi, boy. How are you? This is King. He's one of our adult male lions. And again, while he's as sweet as he can be, you notice I don't stick my fingers into the cage. I keep it flat. And I would never dream of going in with him, even though he always comes over for attention.
How much does he weigh, what do you think?
I would guess King's weight over 500. He came from Minnesota. He had been a private pet, and the owner decided they didn't want him and were actually going to shoot him. And another person intervened and brought him down to us. He was about a year old at the time.
The female back there seems really large too.
The female is, that's Jasmine, and this spring, even though we try very hard not to have babies born here, King and Jasmine did have a baby. Her name is Lauren, and she's about 7 months old. And they have totally raised her themselves. And she definitely loves her mommy and her daddy. This is Raja. Raja came to us about 2.5 years ago. We took in 18 cats from a really horrid situation in Pennsylvania, and he was one of the cats that came from that situation. This is Pesha, and Pesha is a cougar, otherwise known as mountain lions, pumas, and the early settlers called them catamounts, cats of the mountains, because they didn't know what they were seeing when they were coming west. Pesha was privately owned, and her owner did not take very good care of her. If you notice, her ears are short. She had no protection in the winter, and they got frostbitten. Many of the cats that you see here have been abandoned or abused by people. We go through about 2,000 to 2,500 pounds of meat every day. A lion or tiger will eat anywhere from 5 to 25 pounds of food. A cougar, which you just saw, will eat anywhere from 3 to 8 pounds of food, depending on the weather. Colder weather, they eat more. A lot of the food is provided by farmers in the area. When they have a cow, a calf, or a horse die of natural causes, they will bring it to us, or we'll go get it and then prepare it for the cats. We also buy a ton of chicken, literally a ton, every week. That was Parker. You just filmed roaring. Lions tend to roar early morning and late evening. And no particular reason. They just decide to communicate. And they will do that several times a day. Wait a minute. In this enclosure we have 4 youngsters that are just... Hi, Samson. Hi, big guy. Now you notice I'm at least a foot higher than he is. These guys are... Hello, Jenny. How are you? How are you, sweetie? Do you hear that sound they're making? That's called chuffing, C-H-U-F-F-I-N-G. And chuffing is a friendly sound. Tigers will make that to greet each other, and they will greet people that way too. These children are just a little over a year old. When baby lions and tigers are born, they weigh about 2 pounds. They literally fit in the palm of your hand. By the time they're 1, they're pushing 200 pounds. They grow very, very rapidly. As adults, they'll end up being 300 to 600 pounds. This is Kiki, and Kiki is a spotted leopard and a very beautiful girl. This is Bobette. Bobette's one of 3 bobcats we have. And I always like for people to see the bobcats because they are native to Indiana. There are some still in the state, and the DNR is certainly encouraging, if not reintroducing, bobcats. People have this vision of something that's going to kill their St. Bernards and their children. And as you can see, Bobette's the size of a big house cat. She isn't going to do either. They are very elusive. They're going to stay away from people in the wild, but they will help with the rodent population, and I've been told they also would help with the deer population because they will prey upon newborn deer. So they would certainly have their place in the woods in Indiana. 6 years ago, we took in 10 circus cats. This is what they came in. This is how cats live when they are in a circus, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, most of the year, because circuses are on the road most of the year. In fact, 2 of these cages had 2 cats each. Can you imagine 1,000 pounds living in these cages, having to eat, sleep, and not being able to move very much? Now, we had this one and the one next to it redone because this is how we take the cats to the University of Illinois Veterinary School when they need medical care. We will coax them into the cage, put the cage in the back of the Penske rental truck, and drive them there. I personally think that circuses should not use animals, and the main reason is they are on the road, and this is how they have to live. And his is a caracal, and he is just beautiful. And I think if I try to shut him in his box, he may come out so you can get a better look at him. You can see why we call him Hiss. He's a small African cat. His ears are just gorgeous. And the hissing is just part of his personality. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed your visit here at the Exotic Feline Rescue Center. We are open to the public every day but Monday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., so you can come out and visit us yourself.